Hey cousins, welcome back to RoReactz TV, where we react, review, and recap skits from the Country Wayne skit universe. But you know what? We don't just watch over here. So sit back and let's get into this scene. Alright y'all, so the scene opens up. They're at Naya's house and Tamar's on the phone just as comfortable as he can be, texting back and forth to Brittany. And Naya walks in. She has on this dress and she looks back at him. She says, Temar, are you blowing up Brittany or is Brittany blowing you up? He says, well, she's sending me some sweet stuff right now. And he continues looking at his phone, but he does get a glimpse at her butt. She goes over to the refrigerator and she bends over so that he can see, her shape better. And then he's not paying any attention. So she drops her drink on the floor and then she picks it up and then she just walks on over to him and has a seat. She says, so what you been up to? He said, not much. She says, oh, okay. He says, Naya, why are you so jealous? She turns around. She says, I'm not jealous. Temar, I do not be jealous. He says, well, I was just joking. Dang, calm down. Calm down, girl, looking just like his father. And then y'all called it. She looks off and she says, maybe I wouldn't be jealous if I was getting some too. What? Look what you invited into the house, Brittany. It's a love triangle. And that's only in the house because Temar has a girlfriend and Brittany supposedly has a dude. Brittany, you want to mess with young dudes and hang around young bucks? Well, guess this is what happens when you do that. I mean, it happens more often than not. Now, Brittany, you done set up and cried in front of Naya over Temar, and Naya was plotting the whole time. When we were first introduced to Naya, I thought she wanted Brittany. Naya said, if you crying over this, I need to try it. So Temar looks at Naya and said, I thought you had a man. Naya says, well, that's just what I told Brittany. And he scrunches his face a little bit. He said, He says, aren't y'all friends? She says, friends share things too. Y'all, I thought we was listening to Shayla. Now see that? You sneak around with somebody and your friends see you sneaking around and she feel like she can have a piece of that too because she don't respect the relationship. And Naya didn't need Brittany's money. Brittany needed Naya to move there, but Naya didn't need Brittany or her money. So now we know why she allowed Brittany to move in. So after she says, friends share stuff too, he says, yeah, I guess friends share stuff too. She says, well, I was just thinking, you messing with Brittany, you got a girlfriend, you definitely know how to keep a secret. Child, Naya want that. Well, y'all, Temar says, well, I ain't married, so that's why I do it. She says, okay, I ain't mad at that. So she looks at him and gives him the eye. He looks back at her. He says, so what you trying to do? And the music starts, okay? You already know what's going on. Then they cut back and Temar is sitting on the couch. He's tired now. Now, I am all for girl code, but I just feel like, Brittany, you set yourself up for this one. Now you're going to be homeless and crying in the car. Because Naya's been frustrated. She's been sexually frustrated. And she's going to take all that frustration out on Temar. And you know what? She got to pull him back on over to the young side. So she really going to give him that 1-2 step. So the next scene, Brittany busts through the door looking, scanning with her eyes. So she already suspects something, or she just knows that Temar is a dog, he's a mutt. She comes in like a little teenager, all excited, like a little puppy dog. She comes and runs over to Temar and gives him kisses. She gives him kisses. She smells him. She says, what did you eat today? He said, I didn't eat nothing. She says, it smelled like you've been eating Chinese food. He said, oh, no, I don't know. He said, anyway, I'm tired. She said, why would you come over here tired? He said, man, you took too long. Yeah, we already know what's up. That's it for this episode. Oh, yeah, Naya comes out the shower and she's like, you taking another shower? You took a shower before I left. Naya's so quick. She's like, well, I went to the gym. She said, oh, yeah. Don't be checking me in my house. I could take 10 showers if I want to. If you don't like it, you and your boy toy can leave. Drop y'all thoughts in the comments and I'll see you on the next skit.